Well, okay, and hello, this is Teresa, and this is my Teresa Conway-Hayes channel. I like to make it easy. In fact, when I first did this as a Stampin' Up demonstrator, thinking that it might help me to build my Stampin' Up demonstrator business, which it never did, but I kept it as a hobbyist for junk journaling, and at one point somebody told me that it was really important to brand yourself with your name, you know, because I used to call myself the Stampin' Bookkeeper, but the Stampin' Bookkeeper is not versatile and it does not really identify me. It's a lot of things. So I stick with my name. I have a hyphenated name because I was older when I married my third husband. And so at that point, I'd already established my business as Teresa Conway and that sort of thing. So I just decided it was easier to hyphenate instead of go through all that paperwork hassle of trying to change my name on my social security card and my driver's license and all of that fun stuff. There, that was a lot of useful information to you, I'm sure. Oh, excuse me. So I was going to grab a water and I didn't. One moment, please. There's my water. And today is an Etsy order share from the Sweet Shop Scraps.etsy.com. I just got this in the mail about 2 minutes ago. And I'm not able to write a review until March 1st. So I decided to go online, do this live YouTube video, and tell you what I think about this order. Now, this right here, as many of you may know, I'm doing a series of altered book journal planners, bullet style. That's the thought anyways. So this is my second one. This is my second prototype. Now this one looks a little bit more like a used book because I read this book, but it's still a brand new dollar store book. And I have got the pages torn out. I've got the front and the back done, and I'm not really sure what more I'm going to do with the cover, but I've got to start on the cover. But the reason why I wanted to show this to you is because it's for this reason that I made one of the purchases from the Sweet Shop Scraps, because the Reader's Digest binder is much thicker. So I thought maybe this might be a more fun yearly journal planner than something like this. And then I discovered something different, whereas I have all my pages torn out, and then these are extra pages that I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet, but this is the first month. So I've got all my tabs. I've got 12 tabs on here, and this page is slightly glued in, but it's not ready yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take something like, so this is the envelope that my order came with my order. So I'll take an envelope like that, and then this will all be glued down, and this will look like a page, almost kind of like it's sewn into the book. At least that's the plan. So I've got all my calendars ready. They're undated. I will put December on the tabs and on the calendars. I'm sorry, January, February, March, April, May, December. But none of the calendars are going to be glued in until I finish adding pages as I deem appropriate. And then pages like this are going to have some of the paper that I got from the shop today. So this piano paper is just lovely. Gotta put that within reach because I'm going to talk about that more. So I will take this piano paper and I will cut it down so that it will fill this whole page. And each page right before the calendar, so the calendar will be there. So normally it will actually be on this page here, but because this page is already blank, I won't be doing it on that page, like say this page. This piano paper will cover this whole page as a writing spot. And I'll show you more about that as this develops. One thing, because I did read this book before I altered it, I was reading it outside and I did leave it out overnight once and it caused this cover to bow. So I keep going like this and I keep hoping that I'm going to get it to straighten out the way I want it to. Once things are in it, it's going to start doing that anyways, so time will tell. But anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about with that. Let's get back to the Etsy order, which I am very pleased with. I ordered 2 sets of this piano paper. I've already taken the sets out of their individual packages and put them together. There were 2 packages of this plastic bag for the piano paper. So the piano paper is 12 sheets for $6 and I got 2 orders. So she put in 1 sheet of this paper that's folded, trying to make sure I'm in shot. The pages are very tall, so that's a challenge. I really like these because I like the color and they look very old to me. So there were, let's see, 4 sheets of this, no, 5 sheets of that, 1 sheet of that, which makes 6. 1, 2, 3 sheets of this, that makes 9, and 1, 2, 10, 11. I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I counted this before and I know I counted 12. Maybe I moved a sheet somewhere. Let's see. Let's see. Let's try this package. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoops. 8, 9. No, there's one there. 10, 11, 12. Okay, here's where the miscount went. This belongs over here. So yeah, there's 12 sheets in a package and they all look very vintage. Not so much this one, but this one is very interesting and it still might be vintage. Yeah, so, but I'm very pleased with this. This is going to be great for my journals. So I have seen kind of like blank music paper, but I'd never bought any. So when I saw this, I thought, oh, that it's got different colors, and it says it's vintage, and it was vintage. It does appear to be vintage, so I'm happy. And then another item that she had in her shop were these green stamps. I'm just gonna, as a generalization, call these green stamps. So some of them are S&H, which, what? I'm trying to remember what the S&H, well, Sperry and Hudson, but maybe we just used to call them S&H stamps. I know we used to call them green stamps. I do remember that. Some of these are maybe even before my time, because this is more of a, I remember Grandma doing this thing. So, very nostalgic. I bought them just because they're nostalgic. It triggered a memory, and that's all fun for me. Now, the third thing that I bought was the Reader's Digest, which I've already shown you. She packaged everything so nicely. And I didn't unwrap this one because I wanted you to see how nicely she packages things. And I'm going to speak more to that in just a minute. So there we go. This looks great. This is this one was published 1968, and most Reader's Digest are usually in pretty good condition as far as I know, but these are fun books. I mean, they've got pictures in them. You could read the stories before you start tearing the pages out, and I'm sure that I'll be doing that. I'll be reading the stories. I'll be using some of the pictures. 1968. I was, did it say 1968? Yeah. So this was published 1968. Yeah, right there. So I was 7 years old when this book was published. Okay, so I just wanted to show that. This is a lovely cover. I will be painting over this when I'm ready to turn this into an altered book, but I will be accenting the rest of this. I won't be covering a lot of this up because this is very neat. Okay, so then what I wanted to show you was, you saw how that book was wrapped in plastic, but then everything was like gift wrapped in this tissue paper, in this I want to tear that tape off before it rips the paper more. In this sewing pattern paper that was used as wrapping paper. I really like that because I like patterns to use for my junk journaling. So there's value right there, and I got that for free. Then she wrapped all of the tissue wrapped gifts. They weren't gifts, I paid for them. But she wrapped it all and tied it up in a bow with this ribbon. I don't know if she bought the ribbon like this or she tea-dyed it herself, but it's pretty interesting ribbon, and that will be fun. And the thing is while I was unwrapping things, every time I turned around, I ran into a little gift. Now these are a gift. A couple of tickets, because I didn't pay for any of these. None of these were part of my order. Some cards that can be used as journal cards. Heart doily, paper doily. Yeah, every time I thought I had gotten all the cards out and put them in a pile, boom, I pull something out. Like I pulled this, I just pulled the receipt out and there was another card stuck in here. So that was fun. And really reasonable prices. So she is on Instagram, the Sweet Shop Gifts. She's on Pinterest. Those are her links. And let's see, I ordered this on the 19th and I got it the 26th. So that was 19, 20, 7 days. Not bad. Yeah, so the book was $6. That's a very reasonable price. The trading stamps were $2. And the sheet music were 12 sheets for $6. So that's 50 cents a sheet, and I think that's a really good price. So I did message Carolyn before starting this video to let her know that I was going to do this Etsy share, and invited her to come see it if she got a chance. But I don't know if she would have had time, because, you know, there wasn't no time. There wasn't any time for her to plan. But I am live right now, and so if you'd like to say hi, I'd be happy to say hi back to you. Keep in mind, I don't know who is watching me, when they're watching me. I just say that so that folks know that I'm live, in case they don't realize that. This was in there too, and I thought that this was maybe an Edith Holden, like a cutout from an Edith Holden, but the same thing pretty much is on the other side. Well, it's a different plant. So it's not an Edith Holden. I don't know where that came from. It's kind of cool. But anyways, she says, thank you for your support. Your support means the world to me. Thank you for shopping small. Please enjoy the envelope filled with scrappy items to use in your next craft project. Were you in love with your purchase? Let me know. Tag me in a photo, video of your items on social media, and leave a review on Etsy. So here I'm doing the video, and I have kind of tagged her in the title. I guess I need to put a hashtag in front of there. And so I will also put something up on Instagram, and I'm very happy with my purchase. She took a little piece of music paper and put it on this envelope. Now that I've got everything out of there, I can actually see. When I saw that, I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll use that envelope. So what I would do is I would put the envelope right here, and I might bring the envelope all the way to right there where the binding is, and just glue it right there, and then glue it solid right here so that it's like a page. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that kind of stuff. Other areas will definitely, you won't even be able to see. Like this one I didn't glue in at all. So for this one I will take something like something like a book page. And it's just like when you're getting your signature ready, choosing your pages. It doesn't feel straight. So then would fold that in half, and I would take this and I would actually glue this on top of here, and then this page needs to be the same size as the page in the book, and then this whole thing, yep, it fits. This whole thing would be glued down, and then this would be glued onto here, and because this is glued, it will look like it's part of the book. That's a very rough way of explaining the process for this. I've watched so many videos on altered books in bullet style junk journal planners that I've got a ton of ideas running through my head. I have no idea who I got what idea from, but I'm having a lot of fun. I need to get this part done though, because like you see, my calendar pages are getting bent. But I've got all these cute little tabs that I made. I used some Memories and More cards, the 2x3 cards, I think is what they are, or 3x4 maybe. And I cut tabs out of them with my We Are Memory Keepers punch, and then I just made some ink with glycerin and massaged the heck out of them so that they would be soft and they would be aged. So that's how I made the tabs. Some of the pages are going to have been gessoed to cover up print. And then I got this fabric from a marketplace in Yuma, Arizona. And then this page was in one of my ephemera kits that I bought from an Etsy shop. I almost think this one I got from Rach and Bella, but I'm not positive. And then there's this cool piece on the back, and this one might be from Rach and Bella too, because I feel like these all came from the same place. Oh, and what I did with this one was I folded it over, and even though this is upside down, I did it that way so it would be nice and neat, but I wanted to keep the date. So the date on this is MCMXIII. So I should know my Roman numerals better, but my motto, I always say motto, my motto is use it or lose it. So that's MC, what was it? MCM. And I know C's 100 subtracted from 1,000. MXIII is 1913. 1913. Yeah, that's pretty old. So I just wanted to keep that because I like that. And this actually is wet strength tissue paper that I did gel prints on. So this was one gel print, and then this was another gel print. And then this is, you know, some of the stuff on the side that I just pulled up. Another print, partial print. And I put, what is that? Clear matte on here. and it feels kind of rough compared to this side, which I didn't put it. This feels a little rough too though, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I might try another coat to see if that softens it up. I don't think so you can see my ink. Like I said in the last video, some people have tattoos for ink. This is my ink, and it's real slow in going away. I got all this from when I did these gel prints. So I may be permanently inked, but I'm much more proud of this ink than I would be if I had a tattoo, which I do not. This is my ink. There's another helpful fact about me. No ink, no tattoos, but I do have ink. So anyways, thanks for taking time to watch my video and spending a little time with me. I hope that I was able to share something with you that was helpful, and I hope that you will join me in the next video. I meant to put this on at the beginning because that's the graphic that I have currently. So you are welcome to my channel, and I would be thankful if you decided to like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.